on YouTube. I didn't mess that one up. And looks like it's not just spinning. We had a problem at 1792 trying to go live on YouTube this time. And so here we go. I'm going to go live. I'm pretty sure it goes out like this. And it snaps into place. Drop or lower. Now we've got that. Yes. And I should be in it. And let's just see if this works. I might have to get up and turn it off, but I've got a... All right, let's see if it works. What the hell is it doing? All right, follow me, buddy. Let's see if it picks up on me over here. I just want to see. Hello? No? Where is it based off of? I can't. It won't work, so I tried. It must base it off of... Oh. It does it off of this. All right, so that's interesting. Using the camera wrong, so I'll get it right. Let's point down more. Perfect. All right, so that's good. We're doing bookers tonight. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to check YouTube. We're going to get going in a couple minutes. It is 8:30, so here I am. I should be close enough. I'm going to check YouTube right now. I don't think it moved when I did that. Well, who knows? Let's go like that. We are live. I'm there. Welcome. When I did that. All right, so we're good. I'm going to put it up, the welcome. Welcome to our podcast. Let us know where you're from and what you're sipping on tonight. We monitor comments, so if you want to really get noticed, you can push the super chat. And we also now have a leaderboard. All right. We also now have a leaderboard. All right, here we go. I am putting that baby up. We'll monitor the comments for... Oh, that's dumb. Oh, I knew that would happen. Come on. How do I catch up? Skip to live. All right. I'm just trying to get in here. What is going on? God. right. All right, so it's running. It's a little behind. There we go. I got that going. I'll be looking. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Everywhere where I'm supposed to be tonight, folks. It is Booker's, but who do we got? We got John. Hey, Steve. Good to see you. We got Walker on. Jeremy. So here we go. We're gonna do a little bit pregame as far as our sponsors. I was just at Whiskey Thief this weekend in Louisville, Nulu, and we got to taste a bunch of different ryes. Tasted the Mayday rye with newly hired Lisa Roper Wicker and owner operator Walter Zausch. Fantastic podcast, and Whiskey Thief Distilling Company has been nothing short of a fantastic sponsor. But they're our sponsor because we love their whiskey. It is a barrel pick all day, every day. Whether you go to, I don't know what's going on with this today. Let me get this out of it. We haven't started. It's just driving me nuts. It's too loud, and why is it so loud? I want to just check that. All right. And then we're going to put that down here for me. And so I got that done. Whiskey Thief in Louisville and in Frankfurt. Frankfurt is their main distilling production facility, located on the Three Boys Farm, about 15 minutes away from Buffalo Trace. It's a must stop for everybody. For the price of admission, you get the tour and you get a barrel pick all day, every day. You get to choose from 5 different barrels. You get to taste each one of them, and if you like one, you could thieve either a 750 or one of these awesome 375 milliliters and walk out. You can fill up as many as you want. You could pick all 5 of the barrels if you love them. They usually have a wheat mash bill, 3 bourbon mash bills, and a rye to choose from. And the same thing in Louisville. It's 5 barrels there, same thing, same combination, and it is a barrel pick all day, every day. They've got live music in Louisville. They got a food truck in Frankfurt. Just a fantastic experience. So check out Whiskey. When you hit the trail, Whiskey Thief Distilling Company is a must. All right, now we got the Middle West Spirits down there. Ryan Lang is doing such a fantastic. He's expanding into his large mega distillery right now, but he also has kept open his craft distillery, which is open for tours, tastings, and also the service bar is a fantastic restaurant that they've got there. But Middle West Spirit Missalone brand, that is his family's name, and he basically, Ryan is producing some of the most fantastic bourbons, wheat whiskeys, and pumpernickel ryes. But these cask strengths are fantastic, and right now they're on your shelf in 48 different states. I highly recommend each and every one, but I can't wait for him to open that new distillery that he's going down there in Columbus, Ohio. Either way, check out Middle West Spirits. We also got the William Dalton and Spirit French Lick down in French Lick, Indiana. Gotta check that out. Alan Bishop's whiskey is down there and waiting for you to pick up. Although he's gone, his whiskey's not. So you gotta check. If you're in that area, they've got a casino, they've got a really nice hotel, and then they've got the Spirit French Lick winery and distillery. It's a must stop for everybody. This is our William Dalton barrel pick. Fantastic. If you're interested in tasting it, I could set you up with the Spirit of French Lick. Check it out. It's also a must on your tour. Now, we also have Jason Giles brand. It is Rosewood Bourbons and Ryes. If you see it on the shelf, I highly recommend to pick one up because it is Kentucky and Indiana bourbon and rye, and it will be shipped to Texas, that 900 miles from Kentucky and Indiana, and then aged at least one more season in the hot Kentucky heat. The results are spectacular. The bourbon's fantastic. You gotta try Rosewood or bourbon and rye. And then also Alan Bishop, a heartfelt, uh, you know, our hearts are with you. He basically had a flood last week. You could check out online at his Facebook page on how to help with his. He has a crowdfunding program to help with his flooding. The basement was a complete, total flood. He lost his car. His whole driveway was completely underwater. Some of the damage was upstairs a little bit, but he's in need of all of the community to help him out. So, but Alan Bishop is our sponsor, and Alan does two things: One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute. If you want to know anything about home brewing or distilling, home distilling, or backwoods distilling or commercial distilling, right now he's at Old Homestead. He is producing some fantastic spirits. One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute is a great way to get your questions about distilling answered. And then also, if you have ghosts, you have everything. Fantastic podcasts about the spirits industry and the spiritual world, and they combine to make If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. All right, so we're going to get going here now on the audio. You'll have a 30-second or a 50-second silence, and then you'll hear the music, and we'll get going. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, raising hell and making some noise. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, we're here to have fun and we hope you enjoy. We're here to have fun. Yeah. All right, welcome back to another podcast of the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Tiny here tonight, here with you. It's been an awesome weekend. It's just me tonight. We are going to be talking about Booker's Batch 25-02 by the Pond Batch. I was able to pick that up in Kentucky this past weekend when I was there. If you watch the Facebook Lives or the YouTube Lives, you were able to. Now the YouTube Live and the Facebook Live picked up 1792 with Ross Cornelison. We also did Barry Brinegar at RD1 Spirits at their new distillery, along with Jared. And then we also, to finish up on Sunday, Lisa Roper Wicker and Walter Zausch at Whiskey Thief Distillery. What a fantastic Whiskey Thief tasting room in Nulu. What a fantastic, fun time that was this weekend. I can't say enough. It was just one great experience. A shout out to Dave at the House of Commons Bourbon Library in Frankfurt. Another fantastic evening, sipping on some fantastic drinks, pours. What was it? A 1992 Wild Turkey, rare breed, spectacular. A lot of different things to taste there. And then also shout out to Lisa's daughter and son-in-law who run Mr. Tubbs. We were there with Stacy Pritchard and Randy Prass. What a fantastic weekend we had. And then we also stayed at the Trail Hotel, the brand newly remodeled hotel in Bardstown. Nothing but spectacular service. They're working out the what would you say, the kinks, but you know, it was just a super time there in Bardstown and everything. But we were able to stop off at Jim Beam. One cool thing was, not only did I pick up the Bookers, which I went there for, but Baker's now, and I'm excited, has a special high rye bourbon batch, and it is this one was a single. It was there. It's signed by Baker Beam, which is really cool. Single barrel, but date barreled 11/20/16. It's 7 years and 9 months, and this is a special limited release of a high rise. It's, you know, and I just had to pick that baby up. We'll be cracking it and doing it on another time. But remember, www.scotchybourbonboys.com for all things Scotchy Bourbon Boys. You know, you got Glencairn's t-shirts and all of our bios, a lot of stuff on what's going on. And so check out www.scotchybourbonboys.com. Also, remember, we're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X, along with the audio podcasts of Apple, iHeart, and Spotify. But if you're listening to a podcast audio-wise, we're pretty much on it. You just got to search the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. But remember, no matter how you watch or listen to us, you got to listen, like, comment, subscribe, and leave good feedback. The feedback means a lot to us. That feedback really gets our subscribers up and stuff like that. So really need to have you guys go out there, write a review on Apple, do all the things on social media, support us there. Now, I want to throw it out there. How many of you have the Bookers by the Pond batch? And how many of you have actually tasted Bookers? Chime in and let me know, because Bookers, to me, it is what got everybody, a lot of people who have heard this podcast before, it is what got me into bourbon. One of my first bottles that I was hunting for was Booker's Kitchen Table. That was an early release, I believe, in 2018, and I was able to obtain it, and that was just the day that happened. I guess I was hooked. So we are going to do the old Louisville barrel bottle breakdown of Booker's by the Pond tonight. You guys know that if you watch this podcast or you know about this podcast, that let's see, am I missing? No, there's not a lot of people commenting tonight. But if you watch the podcast and you know about the podcast, that Booker's is a staple. What would you say? Something that we do consistently here on the podcast. We haven't missed, I believe, in the last 4 years, have not missed reviewing a batch. Now, on this particular release, it's not even on the website. The Bookers have the website has not been updated, but they have the berries batch, which was the first batch of 2025, but they have not updated it to by the pond batch. And this, I was quite frankly heard rumblings. It wasn't released. What would you say? It wasn't released here in Ohio yet. And so I was like excited to be able to get it. And once I got it, we're gonna taste it once I have it. Like I said, I don't miss batches of the CT, and some. I don't think. I'm pretty sure Martin doesn't miss batches either. He pretty much buys a batch to drink, and he buys a batch to put up. This one, the bottle of Booker's is always fantastic. Comes with this little box. People even have smoked drinks in this box, but this box is like a staple of what people like. Look at that, the wood Booker's there. On the back, that's the sculpture of Booker that sits in front of the Jim Beam Distillery. But it's just a cool packaging for it, and I have a lot of those boxes. Then you've got the wax seal with the Jim Beam low waxed over logo with the ribbons, and then each one comes with its diagnostic sticker. Plus initially the Booker's was handwritten by Booker, and now it's handwritten by Jim Beam, or by Fred No, because this is his batch. When his dad was dying, he told Fred not to F it up. So that's a cool story. But then it comes with this little card that I'll be reading off of that tells you everything. Fantastic. Something that I love about Booker's is the information. Now, on the website, you got this, and usually when you go down, you get the current batches, and this is the 24, let's see. I had the 2024 02 03. What the heck? All right. Previous batches. All bourbons. Let's see. There we go. So they're still right there. There's Barry's batch, current batches. We're on current batches, and I think that was. 1, 24, 02, 03, 04. Previous. I'm thinking that. All right. I'm going to go back. I'm going to just keep. Oh, there it is. There, that's the current. And then what happens is, so when you say, see this batch, it gives you that. It gives you the thing. And there it is, all the stuff that's on the card that you get to read about. But this is Barry's batch. So they don't have the other batch yet. So let's go back to here. All right. So that means I have to give you information on this. I have to read this. Very interesting why. All right, it's up. Would be nice. I'm just wondering these days what they're doing to me on my live stream. They must have me completely strangled. All right, anyways. So what it is, it's the 2025 02. I'll get this on and we're gonna read away. Here we go. We've got our light. I'm gonna try not to shine y'all in the pretty sure it's right there. Lower. All right. So The 2025 O2 batch is by the pond batch. 63.25 ABV or 126.5 proof. 7 years, 1 month, 20 days. It's signed right here by Booker No, Master Distiller, 1960 to 1992. And then the second U.S. batch story, the second U.S. release of Booker's 2025 collection is Booker's Batch 2025 O2 by the Pond Batch. This batch is named after Dad's beloved backyard pond, a special place where you'd be sure to find him on sunny afternoons. We didn't always have a pond in the backyard, but then Dad decided he wanted to raise catfish and bluegills, so we always have fresh fish for supper. And that was that. Next thing I knew, Dad put me and some buddies to work digging the pond, filling it up, making it homey enough for all those fish. After a few days, the pond Dad had dreamed up was right behind our house. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. At first the pond leaks, so we put in a liner held down by with big stones. Then after realizing the city water was no good for fish, Dad rigged a system to bring in fresh rainwater, and finally we had to figure out what to do about the 50-foot maple tree looming above. When its leaves fell, they covered the whole pond. Dad set up a net to catch them on the water surface, but all he ended up catching was the fish underneath, finding dozens of them tangled up in each morning. Eventually he put a roof over the pond, and it became something more, a place to reflect. It was where he sat with Freddie as a boy for hours on end, and where he enjoyed plenty of those warm Kentucky days. I think it's one of the places he felt most at peace. I hope you savor this batch in a place where you find your own bit of happiness, wherever that may be, so go off and enjoy. Fred No, Beam Family 7th Generation Master Distiller. So on the back here, Booker's by the Pond batch is made up of barrels from 7 production dates that were aged in 8 different warehouses. This batch is aged to 7 years, 1 month, and 20 days. The proof of the batch is 126.5. The breakdown is as follows. 11% came from the 3rd floor of warehouse J. 11% came from the 5th floor of warehouse 3. 11% came from the 5th floor of warehouse 1. 5% came from the 7th floor of warehouse H. 11% came from the 4th floor of warehouse K. 11% came from the 5th floor of warehouse L. 11% came from the 4th floor of warehouse 4. And 29% came from the 6th floor of warehouse G at Waterfill, a 7-story warehouse. This batch was selected during a very wet spring with some record rainfall in Kentucky. I enjoyed the color of this batch, which looked like some of the beautiful horses that will compete in a few weeks for the Kentucky Derby on the first Saturday in May. The nose is very inviting with vanilla and oaky notes that really is pleasing to me. The first taste I put in my mouth was very nice and had a sweetness I enjoyed, so I took a second. The second taste was nice and the finish complemented and completed the experience as well. I feel sure my dad would have enjoyed sipping the by the pond batch, sitting by his pond, feeding his fish, waiting for them to grow so he could enjoy eating them with some great Booker's bourbon. All right, so there's the card. And that brings us to our next section. We are going to open this Booker's, and we will. Hey, Matt, good to see you. The last 3 batches, but I may pick up the newest reserves this year. All right, but I'm getting this one right now. I picked this up at the distillery along with, I picked up a Knob Creek 12. I picked up the batch 8 James B. Beam special experiment that they just released at the distillery. This one's unique because it's in a peated barrel. So we'll see what happens with that. But now the Bookers, I got that baby, and you got that wax seal. You pull off. Here we go. All right. Ooh, there we go. Now, I do have some information on Bookers. Let's just go right here. Get over here. Click on that. So, the company is Beam Suntory. The distillery is Jim Beam. They brew it. They do Bookers at their Boston distillery. When you drive that, that's a beautiful distillery. That's like kind of on a farm because they're surrounded by cornfields. And then let's see, the mash bill is 77 corn, 13 rye, and 10% malted barley. The price is $99. I paid a little bit more at the paid a little bit more at the distillery. Frederick Booker No. 2 was Jim Beam's grandson and the master distiller of Jim Beam from 1965 to 1992 and is the namesake for Booker's Bourbon. Booker's Bourbon first came to be when Booker's would hand select barrels to give as holiday gifts for friends. Eventually, the popularity of these bottles caught on and the Beam started to bottle in larger, and then Beam started to bottle in larger quantities. Booker was launched in 1988 as the first mass-produced bourbon bottled straight from the barrel, uncut and unfiltered, like the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. After retiring in '92, Booker went on to work as an ambassador for the company and traveled the world promoting Beam bourbon until his death in 2004. How about that, folks? That's some good information on Bookers. I love Bookers. So we got it open and it's smelling. The smell is taking over the whole thing. Now they used to be real corks, but I believe now, I want to say they are not real corks now, but that's not a big deal. The way of corking that they do is unintrusive, but this is not, the age is good because a while back the age was starting to back off on the batches, so here we go. I'll read what it says. The whiskey in this package is the highest grade bourbon created by me here at Jim Beam. It is bottled, uncut, and unfiltered. My grandfather Jim Beam liked his whiskey from 6 to 8 years old. Baker's bourbon is quality screened to remove only pieces of charred barrel wood. So it's just run through a screen. And I believe that was actually Booker's note. So there we go. Drop that back over there. So, let's see what we got. All right, up and coming. This is our Old Louisville Whiskey Company Barrel Bottle Breakdown. Old Louisville Whiskey Company in Louisville, Kentucky. Amin there has done such a fantastic job, and his experience is unlike any other. So you got to check out Amin and the Old Louisville Whiskey Company. And if you're in Louisville, it's a must stop. Check out their website and book a personalized experience. Make an appointment to see Amin. Amin does some great stuff at Old Louisville Whiskey Company. No bottle is younger than 7 years old. It's fantastic whiskey. And they sponsor the Old Louisville Whiskey Company Barrel Bottle Breakdown. Now, the Barrel Bottle Breakdown is a rating system that we have come to love here on the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. It has evolved And it is as follows. It is based off of the nose, the body, the taste, and the finish. It can get 4 knocks on the barrel with my trusty hammer, and for the nose and the body, and up to 5 knocks for the taste and the finish. But if one of the categories is exceptional, you can add an additional knock called a but up. So there we go. So we are about to rate the current batch of Booker's 2025-02 by the pond. So here we go. There's a little bit of brown sugar and vanilla. Not a lot of caramel. There's the classic Jim Beam peanut. But it's got a nice toasted, almost cherry, like a toasted cherry bread going on here. It's a nice nose. This, everybody knows that when it comes to Booker's, that's one of my favorite. All right, there we go. We nosed it. Now, in my Glencairn, holding it up, I poured a little bit. All right, let's see. You can always take your Glen. It's a great tasting glass. The Scotchy Bourbon Boys have plenty of them for sale. If you want one, contact me and I will get one to you. And this is like perfect. It rolls around, and then when you pick it up, you watch the whiskey stick to the sides, and you wait for it to roll back down, and that gives you a feeling of the mouthfeel that you're going to have and the viscosity of the bourbon. And in this case, it is top to bottom wide legs. These are not thin legs, but that's what you come to expect from an uncut, unfiltered bourbon, the original uncut and unfiltered barrel strength bourbon. All right, so this batch is got some, I mean, just based off that, I'm gonna say that that is almost a but up, but let's just see what happens because it's got a shot. All right, so the nose I've had, so let's give this mouth feel. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. That's an explosion. What is it? That was palate shock, but God. Oh, wow. You might have to get this one, Walker. I mean, not Walker, but Matt. That is a fantastic bourbon. One of the better batches in a long time. I'm trying to think what that is. Let's try it again. All right. So there's caramel, vanilla, a little bit of cherry, like toasted almonds. The hug is fantastic. But there's a little bit of leather, but it's then drowned back out by the sweet. You know what? It's really weird. It's not cherry, it's pomegranate. That is bizarre. It almost has a pomegranate finish. And I don't think I've ever pulled pomegranate off. The sweetness on the front is amazing. I want to say butterscotch, then leather, and then it comes up with like a pomegranate finish. Never had that, but it tastes like pomegranates, like that wonderful juicy thing when you. It's like that pomegranate tartness, but it is like Walker says, very very sweet on the front. I'm just. It just keeps going more and more butterscotch. It's not pure butterscotch because it picks up that. I want to say it's not tobacco, it's leather. It picks up a leathery feel. This is a big Kentucky bourbon right here. Which then the leather feel goes to like a pomegranate. It's like a soury. It's a little sour for cherry, and it has that tartness of pomegranate, not the tartness of cherry. All right, so let's give this Booker's. Let's get the barrel bottle breakdown. Old Louisville barrel bottle breakdown going right here. I would say the nose is the weakest thing. Some of the flavors that you experience, you do not experience any of the sweetness on the nose. The nose fools you for what you're about to get. So this nose, out of 4, in my opinion, is just average at 2. 2 knocks on the barrel. But now we go for body. The sweetness that fills completely. This is a 4 for body. So then we go. Let's see if you're hearing it. Yeah, you guys can hear it on YouTube. You hear the knocks. All right, so we're gonna go for taste. I mean, out of 5, I don't think there's the only batch, the Boston batch, was the only batch that ever I rated less than 4. I'm going to give the taste 4 out of 5. So we're at 4 out of 5. Let's see. It doesn't drink like a 126 point. I want to say, let's see. 126.5. It does not. It's now we're on finish. I would say finish is long. The uniqueness of the pomegranate, a little bit of the leather, doesn't leave a bad taste in your mouth. So I will give this finish a 5. There you go, folks. A 5, a 4, a 9, a 2, which gives you 11, and then a 4 for a total of 15 out of 18 on this particular By the Pond batch. I hope you enjoyed that part of it, of the Old Louisville Whiskey Company Bourbon Bottle Breakdown. Booker's 15 out of 18 points. All right, so we're doing all right. So I got a couple things to talk about. I'm gonna put this over. Let's put this right up here. Put that like that. All right, so this past weekend I was at. It was just a fantastic weekend, and that's one of the cool things about the Scotchy Bourbon Boys at this point. The amount of recognizing, the amount of being recognized has increased significantly. And let's see, since we're that's not a big deal. I don't have to keep up. I wanted to just do a shout out. I had his card, but let's just see Facebook. We're gonna go to search. No, I don't have to search. I'm gonna go to I wanted to go over. It's like usually where would it be? Nope. I just keep doing this. All right, let's see if I push that. Nope, that's not working. I just wanted to search. There it is. His name is Mal Ramos. He is the bourbon steward over at. He's the bourbon steward over at the. What is it? Come on, the Trail Hotel, the brand new Trail Hotel in Bardstown. I want to give a shout out to him for Saturday night and making Whiskey and I's evening a spectacular evening. They really rolled out the red carpet for us. It was fantastic, great time, and there was, what would you say? Fantastic, super great time, and loved what the Trail Hotel. I mean, the Trail Hotel's fantastic lobby. They have a really nice restaurant, super speakeasy. That's one thing. It seems like I went to both. What would you say? I went to. Just trying to do this right here. Catch up. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But we went to we were invited into the speakeasy. They've got also a golf simulator area too. The pool has been remodeled perfectly there's bars. There's 2 bars by the pool. There's the chairs, the lounge chairs, everything's done A1, and as Whiskey put it, it's the best 1970s hotel he's ever stayed at. It was a 1970s hotel, and it's been completely remodeled. The amenities are fantastic. The rooms are comfortable. It's just a fantastic experience, well worth price of admission, and had a great time. So looking forward to going back to the Trail Hotel in Bardstown, Kentucky. Now that was the first night where we stayed. Shout out to El Presidente. We got to spend some time at Mr. Tubbs with Stacy Pritchard. A shout out to her too, because we went over right when we finished with Ross from 1792. We went over to the Jim Beam Distillery, James B. Beam Distillery, over there, and drove over there and ate a snack kind of thing at the kitchen table. Not a full out lunch or dinner, but we knew we were going to go to dinner at the Trail Hotel. So we got some food in us, and while we were finishing up, Stacy Pritchard's invited us over to the Brendiamo penthouse, where the Kentucky Bourbon Festival offices are in the Oscar Getz Museum. And so we met her there, and Sarah Evans, shout out to her. She was hung out with us for the afternoon, and then went from there over to Mr. Tubbs, and El Presidente was there, Randy Prass, and we spent some time there. That's when we checked into the hotel. So it was just a fantastic Friday, based off of one scheduled event and a bunch of other events turning out to be pretty awesome. Then on Saturday, we had to get our butts up and get over to the RD1 brand new distillery in Lexington, Kentucky. Met Barry Brinegar there. He is co-owner and bourbon steward for RD1 Spirits. We did a podcast there. And then, all right. And then we did shout out to Lacey. She does the dark tours there in the Lexington area, but she has a Louisville dark tour. She's got many different ones. If you want to find out about that, when we download the RD1 Spirits podcast, all the information will be on there. And then when we were finished there, I had no idea where the art, because I'm not that familiar with Lexington. I'm familiar with the downtown area somewhat, and over by the distilling, what would you say? There's a hole where Town Branch is, and then across the street it is now Dark Arts, where RD1 used to be. Goodfellows Pizza is there. There's James E. Pepper. There's an ice cream store. There's the Barrel House Bourbon also, and I know that area, but where RD1 is a development, and it's going to be similar to that area, I think, restaurants and shops and stuff like that, but RD1's the first one in there. And we finished up there, and when we were done, we're looking for a place, and we found Goodfellows Pizza, where I knew that was in the distilling area where RD1 used to be and Dark Arts is now. And I asked how far away was it, and it was 3 minutes away. So Barry and RD1 really, spirits did not move very far away from where they were before. So you need to go check that out. Fantastic distillery, also with a safe house. I was in two safe houses this week. So then when we went over, went to Goodfellas. They have a great bourbon selection and great pizza. Had some pizza, and then went over to Dark Arts. Alexi was there, and we were hoping to see Sarah, but Sarah was not there. And I knew that Macaulay wasn't going to be there, but we hung out, did a tasting, got to taste through the current releases of Dark Arts, and their space is a must go to too. So check them out. Then we went and checked into our hotel in Frankfurt. We stayed at the Fairfield Inn, which I do enjoy there. It's comfortable and has all the amenities that you need. Plus, it's got the free morning breakfast, and I like the waffles. So then we spent a little bit of time at the, resting up, and we headed back to the House of Commons Bourbon Library for the evening, and we did eat at a restaurant called, oh, that's not going to come to me, Sage and Embers or something like that. But they had fantastic food, and then we went over to the House of Commons and saw Dave and had a fantastic time. If anybody's in the Frankfurt area, you've got to visit the House of Commons Bourbon Library. Just such a classy place. They've got great drinks. They've got great allocated new bourbon. They've got great dusties, and it's just a fantastic experience. And you get everything there is served. It's Kentucky bourbon related. So that is the theme for the House of Commons Bourbon Library. So you got to check that out in Frankfurt. Just class operation. So then we finished up the next day. We got up in the morning and we headed off. We were going to try and see Randy to meet for breakfast, but that didn't work. That was fine because we got out late. Got to Whiskey Thief at 11. Met Lisa Roper Wicker and did a podcast with her and Walter and had a great time. Stayed probably way longer than we thought we were going to stay, and we got out of there about 3 o'clock. I would say maybe 4 o'clock, headed home, and we're home by about 9:30. No, actually it was 10 o'clock that we got home. So we just a fantastic time this weekend. So all right, everybody, that's what I'm going to say for about 20 minutes when I post it on YouTube. All right, picking up some cinnamon. Mine's been in it for a little bit. Let's see. I will say the cinnamon has overrode the leathery aspect of it. We still going pomegranate, or are we just going to stay fireball? Anyways, that's really cool, Walker. All right, everybody. www.scotchybourbonboys.com for all things Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Check us out. Glen Cairns t-shirts, bios. Make sure you check the website out. And then also Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X, and iHeart, Spotify, and Apple on the audio side. But no matter how you listen to us or watch us, make sure you like, listen, comment, subscribe, and leave good feedback. We greatly appreciate everything you do for us. So remember, good bourbon equals good times and good friends. Make sure you drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And live your life uncut and unfiltered. And let's see. I'm going to have to take this back down. We're going to let the AI today take us out. Did we lose it? It's playing. Let's see. All right, stop. Let's see, what did I do? Let's try that again. Scotchy Bourbon Boys. All right, and then also remember, everybody, we are going to have our 500th podcast on Thursday night. Join us for an extravaganza of past guests, past members, and check us out. That is going to be our 500th podcast. Good night. All right, I got that one in the books. Let me quick include character. We didn't have anybody on tonight, Walker. I'm gonna do this file, publish to uploading. Just gonna call it Pond. Boom. This is a 499th episode uploading. I will give you an invite real quick. It's probably only Walker, and maybe Matt will come on. Let's have it neat. Join, copy, invite. That's by the pond. Copy invitation. Boom, boom. What is Randy driving or something tonight? That's funny that. Nope, that's the wrong one. This is the right one. So. There you go, Walker. If you want a shot at coming in, I'll drag the. And I'll have it neat. Drag this over here. What the heck? Just go full screen. There we go. We're up. Just waiting for everybody, if anybody wants to come in. If not, we'll end this. Oh. Were you watching, John?
Was, man.
Okay. I didn't see you in the comments. Were you not commenting?
I made one comment earlier. I've been working on my frickin' deck, man. 9 hours in that heat and sun today. I'm just cooked.
I could see that.
Water.
How much, Sean? Funny.
Well, I didn't see that, so I was like, and then Randy wasn't on.
No, he was planning on being, but he's at dinner with a friend.
Okay. Did you see what I picked up at the distillery?
No, oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what that is, right?
I know what part of that is. It says 7 on it, and it's a Baker's, but I'm not sure beyond that. Is that the High Rye?
Yeah, it's the High Rye limited release.
Nice. Yeah, it looks a little different than the one that has green lettering on it.
It has green.
Oh, it has green? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's got green right at the bottom right there. It's right here.
See if this wants to sit up where I can put it in, or if it's just gonna. It's not too bad.
No, you can't come up here. Sit down.
Where's that?
I was looking for my Booker shirt in my closet, but this is the Scotchy Bourbon Boys shirt is what I found instead. I'm impressed that changes in the glass.
Well, it did pick up a lot of cinnamon, that's for sure. Then
I liked it before, but I liked it even more when it was transitioning, and I got more out of it overall. I got a whole different experience.
I gave Knobs my Knob Creek 12, and I was like, I'll pick up another one coming up. And then there was Knob Creek 12 it was $75 at the distillery, which isn't bad.
I think I gave him a single barrel. I'm just gonna have to track down which one I gave him.
They had the 18 too. I almost bought it, and they had the lineage too. But Sarah bought the lineage, the second lineage, but the first lineage isn't even opened, and I don't need another $235 bottle or whatever hanging out. You know.
Yeah. I was looking at Johnny Walker Blue prices. It's only $216 here, so I may get a bottle for paying my dues.
I could get Johnny Walker Blue in Milwaukee for 186.
That's good.
It's
But then
always
you have to grab Milwaukee again, and before the holidays.
it's always been like that. They're cheaper.
I'm gonna pull another bottle down. Be right back.
The other one I got, we're 2 weeks away, hey? John?
A week from this Friday.
Yep. I gotta go to Milwaukee this weekend, and then I'll be up by you the next weekend.
Back and forth, nice.
Oh God. I've been Michigan, Kentucky. Well, first it was Kentucky, skipped a week, came back. Then it was Michigan. Then it was Kentucky last weekend. And now it'll be Wisconsin this weekend, and then the following weekend it'll be back into Chicago.
Busy. Before you know,
Here's 02 and 03 the other night, but I want to compare and try this 01 batch from last year again.
I would say that is I don't know what I gave the other batch. I think it was better than Barry's batch.
Yeah, I think the Springfield batch was pretty good, and I just haven't retasted it in a while. I tried to look at the other ones.
I have so many beers now.
2 unopened Mighty Fine batches on the shelf. I think I'm going to crack them with a friend here in about a week or so.
Did anybody try the little book yet? The new one?
Yeah, I've got it, or I've got it available here, and I'll probably buy it.
Well, I saw it at the what you call it, but I'm at Booker's too. I mean at Jim Beam too, but I skipped it because I'll just buy it at the festival. You got to buy some stuff at the festival, right?
Right, but so for me, because I'm traveling on an airplane, I have to prioritize.
They're gonna have shipping. Can you ship out of DC?
I don't know how to do that.
No, they'll have shipping there as long as that your state allows. So some states don't allow shipping unless it's out of DC, and they've got that's where they're doing the shipping out of. So you'll be able to buy a bottle there, and then they'll ship it to you from the festival.
Yeah, because obviously it'll be more than one bottle.
Yeah, well, the whole thing's designed so people can not have to carry bottles around and just get them at home.
I'm willing to carry the 6 bottles I'm allocated to carry on a domestic flight or on a flight, but I have a feeling my desire will still be for more than 6 bottles. But if I have to, I'll limit myself.
Well, supposedly the shipping's going to be really reasonable. It'll be interesting.
I'm fine with it. As long as it'll make it here.
Well, right. As long as it doesn't work like the T-shirts.
Yeah. Where it shows up, you don't know when.
Or like it can't be like ordering a Maker's Mark barrel to be made.
Yeah.
It'll get there eventually.
So my worst part of that, and Tiny knows this, John, it wasn't that it got done in so long of a time. It was the fact that I knew why it was taking so long, and I knew I wasn't being prioritized.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And at least 2 of the times when I called and or wrote emails about it, oh, I'm sorry, well, that's fine. it's not really good customer service when you say these people came from out of state, and I'm sorry that yours isn't ready in 1 month to 1 year, but theirs was ready in 2 months. That's just dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just dumb.
Well, remember my tabletop? It was supposed to.
Yeah.
It was. It was okay that it was at first, but then it went to hell. Look what I got.
Yeah. It's a big package.
Yeah, it is.
2 bottles?
What?
2 bottles or something else?
I don't know if it's 2 bottles, but it should be 1. But they always surprise me. I was waiting for because Randy set this up,
Oh yeah.
and so he set up this, and I was hoping he'd be on tonight to open it. But I guess since he doesn't look at me like a friend, he's got other friends. I'll just.
You know better than that.
He's got other friends. He's only supposed to have 1. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, that's not okay. Because you know he and I were friends first, and I made sure, and I told. Well, anyway,
He's gonna be quiet now. You're awesome, Walker. Walker's like, anyway.
He's on his way to Northeast Tennessee. He told me today. He called. I'm gonna go visit some buddies.
Well, I think he's already there because if he was on his way driving, he would have been on tonight.
He said it's like 9 hours.
he's staying where he is now, but he traveled all day.
Okay.
So when you're back to your camera after you finish opening, I'm going to talk about our friend Randy.
What the shit?
Like,
Creme brulee.
yes, sir.
What's creme brulee?
The Penelope architect.
Yeah.
It tastes like.
I don't know yet. I'm letting it sit, Tiny, after our conversation about bottles getting shipped in the heat. I'm gonna let it sit a little bit longer. And then
Holy crap! It's 1 bottle.
It's just well packaged, isn't it?
I don't know about that. It came in a box.
Yeah.
Why are we doing boxes? I didn't know it was. Usually, it's just they send up the bottle.
Box in a box.
Yeah.
I hope this one's not taped the same way. All
As
right.
long as it makes it there.
Go ahead.
What am I doing here?
I've used muscles that I have not used in years doing this deck. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that is how this works.
I'm telling you, man. When you get older, it just the old gray Mary, she ain't what she used to be.
No, it is. It is what it used to be. It's just not what it used to be after.
Hey.
You can do it. It just you're just done afterwards. I mean, come on. What did I do to deserve how do you open it? It should be just.
See if I can put you full screen. See if I can help you.
You can't.
Well, I like to think so anyway.
I like to think that this would open.
So that's.
There it is.
You found it? Yeah. I was going to say top or bottom.
Well, this is sealed there. That's sealed there.
Yes, so find yourself either a knife or something.
There we go.
Got it?
I didn't want to destroy the box, but I guess I have to.
Maybe. Connie, you're also implementing a time-honored skill in my family. My mom says, hold your mouth right.
Here we go. That's it. I'm strong enough for that.
The Garrisons?
Yeah, it is. It's a shipping box.
Another box.
Yeah. So it can be.
That's nice. That's a nice pack.
Well, there's like writing on the box and stuff, and I just wrecked it.
It's okay.
It's safe.
There was no way to open this any way. All right. Anyways, that's going on the floor.
If there was writing on it, you can cut it off with scissors into a panel later.
It was just I got a little card with tasting notes. What bottle do you think it is?
Well, it's not Cowboy. I think it's a different one. I think it's Guadalupe. Is it Cowboy? It is Cowboy.
No, it's Guadalupe.
It's Guadalupe, yeah. That should be a cast strength Guadalupe if memory serves.
All right. This is going to be happening with Dan Garrison.
Oh. And I don't think they're making that again.
It's Guadalupe, Texas bourbon whiskey finished in port casks. It is 107 proof. Certified Texas whiskey. Garrison Brothers, Guadalupe. Spent its first 4 years in a toasted and charred white American oak. Developed caramel, raspberry, cinnamon, and chocolate notes. This lovely liquid was finished with 2 more years in port casks imported from Portugal. Cooked, distilled, barreled, and bottled by Garrison Brothers. The tasting notes: sensuous, creamy liquid full of berry fruit, ripe plums, strawberry butter on a flaky morning biscuit, chocolate and cinnamon, lavender, honey, toasted coffee beans, and instant drool. Drink like an adult.
You don't have to wonder what they're making, they tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This says good. I'm trying to read it. Well, you don't want to know what happens? If you can't. There we
Put the
go.
ribbons on, brother. I need them now.
Good, rounded. Good bourbon can change the world. That's what it says on there. Nice bottle. I love the gold wax.
That's cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's really close to the same color as a Cowboy. It's a little bit different, but it's really cool. It confused me at first.
So that is going to be coming up, I believe, August, the last Thursday in August like 31st. I think it's August 31st because I'm driving. I'll do that podcast and then I'm driving the next day to August 1st to the Cubs game. But that's Garrison Brothers. So we got the 500th coming up. I really am beat because I've been doing a ton of stuff. So you guys want to just hang? I'll turn it over to you, John.
That's fine.
My friend, I didn't get to hear the last of the podcast with Ross, as we said, because it cut out on us. But I'm really excited that you guys can go and visit our friend down there.
Yeah, and just know that you can always, if you cut out, it's up on the audio.
That's what I was hoping. Yeah, I want to listen to the rest of that because I was really that was a joy to me. I like the other ones. That one I was like relishing.
Well, Barry, it would have been, if I would have put Barry's up, it would have been the 500th podcast, and if I would have put Walter's, so I had to I'm holding those back for after Thursday.
That makes sense, yeah. I'll be excited if I can see Barry again. That podcast that we had with Amin and Barry and Stephen Fonte was just dynamite. I remember doing that. That was it was almost too much.
Yeah. All right, here we go. trying to think. Okay, I gotta go over here. I'm like not thinking right. We did we're buying a new car, and we went to the new car. All right, review. We test drove it today,
Mhm.
and let's see. There we go. Participants. John Moore. Oh, I'm gonna end this on Facebook. All right. Good night, everybody on Facebook.
Good night.
Damn.
We're off Facebook. John Moore, make host. There we go. John is changed. You're the host now.
A host with a most.
I'm gonna take this off YouTube first before I drop you guys out. Drop out of here.
I tried to go on YouTube for a few seconds just so I could check to see if there was anybody. I didn't see Taylor Dom. I didn't see any of the regulars, but I was encouraged by it. And right around that time, it was changing my glass. I had a little bit of stuff left, so
There you go.
that was fun.
That one was I thought it was a good one, don't you?
Yeah.
We're not. YouTube is there's something up with YouTube because the viewership has kind of died out. But thanks everybody on YouTube. Here we go.